P2B is now in the ADC.
And you are the NWC.
Right?
Well,
congratulations in order here.
Thank you very much. I remembered telling you in this studio that ADC is the only option for all opposition leaders. And I made 3 predictions. I said PDP, LP are dead. APC will implode. 2 have been completely settled. PDP, LP are dead. APC is already cracking up and will implode. That is why Tinubu is forming a committee of reconciliation. Do you reconcile what is okay?
They are planning ahead now.
No,
it's normal.
Reconciliation.
Reconciliation, because it's better to plan before the
call
quarrel.
it planning committee. So you are
plan reconciliation before the quarrel starts.
No.
Then when the quarrel now cracks up,
the quarrels
party now starts to create committee.
The quarrels are already there. Academic state by state. It's just because of time.
Okay, so let's go back to the ADC.
Very good. Oh, beautiful ADC.
Yes. You know, P2B is there now.
Yes.
Are you going to be working together?
Now, let me tell you. The Southeast obviously has become an ADC state. ADC geopolitical zone. You know what we say now in Southeast? What? Obondioma, nanigi kaigeso, Obondioma. ADC Ubani Sonune, Ubondioma, Nanigi Kaigeso, Ubondioma.
But you're assuming that they will give the presidential ticket to P2B. Why they don't give P2B that presidential ticket?
Let me tell you, anybody you see in ADC is allowed to get into ADC on one condition. You must be a true Democrat. One thing ADC will not compromise on is internal democracy and living on the tenets of democracy. No leader, no opposition leader was allowed to give conditions before entering in, because we want to exercise discipline. So that is why everybody took their time to come into ADC, because we want that foundation to be solid. Now Southeast is gone ADC, like I said, they will. Any other politician who is not in ADC, who wants to do any other parties working for Tinubu?
Are you working?
It's as simple as that.
Are you going to work with P2B? Because remember, the last time
he is an ADC member. We work with every ADC member. Be rest assured. Whoever emerges as the presidential candidate of ADC, I will work for the person.
Even if it's P2B?
Why not? Okay. But I said this so many times. I don't have any personal rift with anybody. I am saying that when you come as a group, you bring your people as a group, you have more bargaining power. Southeast now has more bargaining power in ADC. So for the interest of our people, we must cohere and collaborate with other regions.
Even if P2B doesn't get that presidential ticket,
yes.
Even if it's someone else who gets it, the Southeast will still support that person.
Why not?
In your view?
Why not? P2B himself said it in the X space. He said, look, he's going to work together with every ADC person in order that the best will get the job. In democracy, unfortunately or fortunately, the best becomes who the people choose. That is the principle of democracy. Government of the people. So, that's what's going on now.
What should the people expect in terms of ADC's method and style? Are they going to zone the presidential ticket to a particular area?
Now, I am a member of the NWC. When we get to that bridge, we will cross it. I am aware that we have not made any statement as to zoning or unzoning. And so I am not qualified to talk on that. But we have made a statement on internal democracy that we are going to organize free, fair, and equitable primary election, giving all aspirants level playing field.
Well, Mr. Keyamo thinks otherwise. He thinks the ADC is afraid to zone it because the party is owned by one man, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So that's his perspective. And if that becomes the case, he will say, but I told you so.
Well, I think Keyamo should concentrate on the people that pull out the breast openly in open aircraft and he has done nothing. He should concentrate on people who, the APC singers who come and obstruct the airport and he did nothing. He will concentrate on Adam Soshomolu who blocked airport and he did nothing. But I think he should concentrate on those things.
He's a politics.
His nose in ADC. No, they say remove the log of wood in your eye so you can see clearly to see the speck in another person's
Isn't it the same way you predicted that APC would implode? So
yes.
He's given his own perspective too.
You know what they say? They said ADC was dead on arrival. Before we even started, they said we are dead. I was the one who came out and said, how can something that is not born die? So you can see how we are flourishing on arrival.
Dumebi doesn't agree.
I mean, just...
Maybe Kachiku said... He doesn't agree with Obondioma.
Then he is an Obondioma.
He said that you people are Obondioma. Because...
Okay, he said...
Yes, because he said, first of all, that this whole coalition... He said it's illegal. Let's begin from there.
Very good.
He said you people came in through the back door. You are not the real people that own this party. They are the ones that were there. You came, bulldozed the place, and think that they would lay low and watch you do what you're doing. They say they're going to be a thorn in your flesh. You're not going to be able to succeed.
Now, let me tell you, ADC loves everybody, including Kachiku. And we want everybody, including Chamberlain and Kayla. Good. But the truth here is that ADC has been in existence from 2005. I heard about Kachiku the first time in ADC, when he himself bulldozed himself and became presidential candidate in the last election, with his maybe 5,000 or 10,000 votes. So the issue here is this. What is he in ADC that will make him to give instructions? He's not a member of any executive at any level. Now he has been expelled from ADC. He does not have the local standing to talk about ADC. The only thing he can go to court now is to contest whether it is legal or not, his expulsion, before he will even come to start talking about ADC. So when you want to tell me about ADC, let it be members of ADC that you will talk about.
And it's not only him. There are so many people that were in that party before all of you came in.
Sure.
And all of them are very upset about everything that's going on. They're saying, look, you're not...
You call it bulldoze your way.
Yeah.
Kela, I don't know where you got your information from, but I'm aware that the national chairman of ADC, Ralph Nwosu, is the one who voluntarily relinquished his post, and all the national executive members, and then admitted men that they believe are men of substance that will build the Nigeria of our dream. Have you seen him complain?
So Ralph Nwosu
try and withdraw that statement that all of them.
Ralph Nwosu.
I just gave you. Can you name other ones?
Ralph Nwosu created this party, right? He was the head of this.
Thank you.
Now,
the founder,
but he didn't
the
work
national chairman.
Hold on. He wasn't running a political party by himself. He had people that were working inside.
Sure.
Now, Dumebi Kachiku and other people like him say that when Ralph Nwosu made that decision,
other people like him,
when Ralph Nwosu made that decision, that they were not carried along. Dumebi at least says he wasn't carried along.
Okay.
And then you want him to be okay with that. If someone did that to you, you would not be happy with that.
No, you said he said, and they said. Yeah,
how about this one? So, you know, Nafiu Balago.
No, everybody, including him, was consulted. We do not leave.
So what did he say?
We did not leave anybody.
Did he agree?
Behind.
When you consulted him, did he say okay?
Very good. In law, fair hearing means you are given an opportunity to defend yourself, not whether you came to defend yourself. We mustn't agree in all things.
But at the moment,
so he was given the opportunity.
Consulted. I know you must have heard that a certain Nafiu Balagombe has gone to court to challenge the interim leadership of Senator David Mark and claiming that his appointment alongside the secretary, Raul Faregbeshola, violated the party's constitution and the internal democracy process. So they say they will fight it to the end, that team, they're all imposters.
Yeah, that's stale news. I treated this particular issue on this seat with Kalameba.
But it hasn't gone off yet. The case is still
on. A lot of things are in courts. Some have lasted 15, 16 years. There's a case I'm handling from High Court. It's now in the Supreme Court. Started from 2008.
Not this type.
To us, we want it in Court of Appeal, and now they are in Supreme Court.
But this type of matter. In other words, you're not bothered by this kind of case. Whether it could even go against.
The court has no jurisdiction to interfere in internal affairs of political parties. It is settled. And you're saying one Nafi, do I know him?
You don't have to know him.
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody can go to court. You know, there's an open door. You know what? ADC will
But how do you think that Nigerians will look at all those in the ADC now? For instance, if Peter Obi does not emerge as the flag bearer, the president candidate, there's a group of his supporters who think, listen, there's absolutely no way that we're going to settle for anything less than a presidential ticket, not a vice presidential ticket.
Good. Look, when you're moving into election, when you're moving into primaries, people say a whole lot of things. At times they say it as bargaining chip to know whether you can concede to them. These things are normal. I mean, I even heard when they were saying they will never enter ADC. And thank God they are all in ADC now.
No, we're talking about his supporters.
You know what I'm saying? That is what I'm saying.
They can't enter ADC.
Hold on, I voted him, 2023. I'm in ADC. I believe in democracy. And I believe that democracy is the government of the people.
So you think all those other supporters will eventually follow your path?
Absolutely.
You know that there's a dynamic with Peter Obi where he has
people
that
follow the path of democracy. Because if you decree that this person must be this, no matter what happens, you're not a Democrat. You are a
So that's
tyrant.
the dynamic that
So you are now worse than
people
APC.
are aware of. The fact that Peter Obi's they're called obedience. They don't belong to a political party.
Yeah.
Their political party is the man. So if you're banking on bringing them, they're not going to join the ADC. We saw that with the Labour Party. Many of them didn't join the Labour Party. They just voted the man himself. Is that a dynamic that the ADC is ready to handle?
Well, you know, when I was in Labour Party, I said it was a tactical mistake. Telling your followers they can join our political parties. And I'm very glad that my brother Peter Obi, has changed the tactic. If you listen to his interview on X Space, he said all the obedience should go and register as members of ADC. So if you are an obedient and you're not in ADC, sorry, you're not an obedient. You are a disobedient.
That's a very interesting way to put it. Okay, well, we wanted to see if that actually happens. Now, let's talk about this year. One of the questions people have about the ADC, yes, we recognize all of your faces. However, are there structures in the states that can give you the kind of victory that you say you're going to get? You don't have a single governor. You don't have, I think you have one member of in the National Assembly who is also among people that are angry with the party as well. Yes, because the ADC, the lawmaker from Kogi.
No, that one has been expelled.
Oh, okay, he has been expelled.
Yes, no,
well, he says that expulsion.
He said he's working for Tinubu.
Yes, he said he's
anti-party. He doesn't even need to. In a country that has shame, he doesn't even need to come and say he's ADC member.
So the point is,
we are not PDP,
they are looking at the fact what structures
I've told you people, we are not
levels.
transgenderic in ADC. It's either you're ADC or you're not. You can't say you're PDP when you're APC.
But you don't have a lawmaker right now that is on your side.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. Senator Ireti Kingibe, senator from FCT.
Has she defected to
You're not current, Ken. I'm sorry.
So she left the LP.
All the Southeast legislators, Aberibe, all of them are in ADC. You know what? As the days go by, ADC
will start to swell.
And APC will continue to go down. They're going weaker and weaker, and we're stronger and stronger.
Another criticism that
until we enter the Asobila in 2027 by the grace of God.
State
Very
structures
solid
to help you win.
Yes,
you don't have a single governor.
Yes.
Where's the money going to come from to run elections at all those levels in all these states?
All right. First of all, let me dissuade your assertion that money is only what you need to win elections. In 2023, we won 12 states, including FCT. We didn't have a governor.
That's
Labour Party.
Yes, we didn't have money. We got members in all geopolitical zones, 6, including some states. And that is the technically glitched election, technically glitched results, which if it had not been technically glitched, we would have gotten more. No other party got more than 12 states. So coming now in 2027, where the whole coalition opposition leaders are coming into one. APC is gone. Tinubu is gone back to Bodilon. What happened in December 31st in Southeast has just made Tinubu now, the flight has taken away from Abuja and is nearing Lagos.